Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. We've been selling auto parts for over 30 years.
What's up guys, I'm Andy from 1A Auto. Today I'm going to be installing this diesel fuel filter in this 2013 Ford F250. If you need these parts or other parts for your vehicle, click the link in the description and head over to 1aauto.com. I'm using a 2-post lift. If you're doing this at your house, you can use a jack and jack stand. The lower fuel filter is located right here underneath the truck, near the driver's side, inside the frame near the driver's door. The first thing I'm going to do is disconnect this electrical connector right here. Just push that tab, loosen that up. Before we drain this, we're going to have to crack this free a little bit. We're going to take a 32mm socket and a ratchet. Very carefully, we're going to loosen this up. Make sure you have a drain bucket underneath here. We're going to spin this 3 times. So that's 1. That's 2. There's 3. Before I go any further, I'm going to loosen up this drain here. Sometimes if it's pretty tight, use a pair of pliers. This is just going to drain the fuel that's in the filter housing. Let that drain out. The reason why you unspin it 3 times is so that it doesn't siphon the fuel out of the gas tank while this is draining. Going to loosen this a little bit more. Let it drain while I'm taking this out. There you go. You just dump the rest out. Just like that. Now we're going to take this filter out. Just grab the filter and pull it out from the housing. This is the old lower filter. This is the new lower filter from 1aauto.com. As you can see, they're the same height, the same connections, same seals, same filter on the inside. We're going to replace this O-ring. The new kit comes with a new O-ring. So I'm going to just take a either a hook pick or 90-degree pick, or even a screwdriver, and just grab the old O-ring, pull it off. Just going to grab a rag. Just going to use a rag and wipe some of the dirt away from here, around that O-ring area. I'll take this new O-ring, just gonna slide it over. Pretty much get it exactly where the other one was. Just like that. Make sure it's all the way around and seated and not rolled. Looks pretty good. Now we're gonna take the new filter. It's gonna slide into this the cover right here, lock it in place. So this open part is going to be facing upwards. Slide this back into position. We'll just tighten this by hand. Keep turning it. Once it starts getting tight, I'm going to grab my socket and my ratchet. Another thing you want to do is lubricate the O-ring. You can use some motor oil, or you can actually use some silicone-based lubricant. That will help installing this. And then there is some alignment tabs as you're tightening this up. You get up there, it's hard to see, but you're gonna wanna stop once the filter stops at the alignment tabs. You don't wanna go any further, you don't wanna break them. So be careful. It's pretty much gonna be zero torque just once it actually stops. Just double check those alignment tabs, make sure that's lined up, and we'll reconnect the connector. Just line that up and lock it in place. I don't want to tighten this drain plug too much, but I want it to make sure it's closed at least. All right, so that's just snug. I didn't tighten it any, just got it to the point where it stops. That looks pretty good. I'm just gonna clean this off with some brake parts cleaner. Once we're done this, just wipe it with a rag. And then now we're gonna move on to the upper filter. We're gonna open the hood, just right here near the footrest. Pop the hood. Right here is a latch. You're gonna slide it to the passenger side to release the hood. I'm gonna take a small straight blade screwdriver, get under here while I'm pushing up on the clip. Try to release this. There we go. So I pushed up on the little tab underneath there. Just gonna put a little rag over here so I don't spray any fuel all over me. There we go. Just a little drip came out. And over here on this side, there's a clip right here. We're gonna push on these two tabs with our fingers. Just push, same thing. I'm just gonna put the rag over so I don't get hit with any fuel. I'm gonna wiggle it back. There we go. This is good. You can grab the filter, just spin it to the left, and slide it up. There we go. Here's the old upper fuel filter. Here's the new upper fuel filter from 1aauto.com. This is the one that's under your hood. As you can see, the fittings are the same, the size is the same, the little clips on the bottom are the same. Get yours at 1aauto.com and you'll be ready to rock and roll. All right, so we're gonna line this little tab up. Over here on the side is a little slot. So that little tab's gonna line up with that slot back there, and then we're just gonna twist so that the fittings line up with the lines. Once those line up, lock that in place. Take this line. I want to make sure it goes all the way down. And it's locked in place like that. That's good. Now that we replaced those filters, now we're going to bleed the system. We'll take the ignition key, stick it in the ignition. We're just going to turn the key on without starting the vehicle. We're going to do that for 30 seconds, then we'll shut the key off and do it again. And we're going to do that 3 times. And after the 3rd time, the vehicle should start and everything should be good. If you run into that it won't start, try it again. And then if it still won't start, you probably have a leak, so recheck for leaks. Generally, you can hear the fuel pump going, so the fuel pump will run for 30 seconds. Once it shuts off, then turn the key off and do it again. Now that we've primed that 3 times, we can try to start the vehicle. And it started right up. We're gonna let it idle for a couple minutes. We're gonna take the ignition key, stick it in the ignition, turn the key to the on position without starting the vehicle. We're gonna let the dash stabilize, and then we're gonna scroll. When I'm on this screen, I'm gonna scroll to the left, and I'm gonna go down to settings, click the OK button, and go down to vehicle, click OK. And then we'll scroll down to maintenance, and then fuel filter life, click OK. Hold the OK button down, and the fuel filter life is reset, so we're good to go. And scroll back to the main screen. Go back to gauge mode. Turn the key off.
Thanks for watching. Visit us at 1AAuto.com for quality auto parts, fast and free shipping, and the best customer service in the industry.